Today's episode of the XP is brought to you by you. Please help us create videos for you by watching, liking, and supporting us on Patreon. A pledge of just $1 is worth the same amount as around 1,000 views on YouTube, so don't think you won't be making a huge difference with even just the minimum amount. Visit patreon.com/attack to help support the channel. Thank you. What's up, attackers? Kirk here with your weekly block of MMO news. On today's episode, we have Battlerite, Black Desert Online, Rising Thunder, Skyforge, Albion Online, and much, much more. Actually, take away one of the much. It's just much more. The XP starts now. Stunlock Studios announced this week that they have teamed up with Sanctum and the Goat Simulator developers Coffee Stain Studios to create Battlerite, a new team-versus-team brawler that is intended to be Bloodline Champion's spiritual successor. All the random elements in the game have been stripped from the mechanics, and it boasts short, intense matches and a high skill ceiling. A diverse cast of characters promises to give rookies and veterans alike a character they can comfortably play. In addition, there will be a so-called fan system that will allow a form of direct interaction with spectators that are part of the crowd. Players will be able to win the crowd even if they don't win the battle. Sounds interesting. The trailer does not show too much aside from 4 champions, and it might be only 2v2 based on what we can see here. You can find more information on the official website, but I'll give you a quick rundown. It shows only 4 different champions: Croak, Shift, Freya, and Ashka, 1 different map, but question marks indicating at least 2 more, and that's about it. Cool logo and name, actually, Battlerite. Dom will be increasing Black Desert Online server capacity soon, as we saw via a tweet this week from Black Desert Online to a fan who complained that their server was ridiculously overloaded. Many players share the same resentment with random disconnects to the game, lag issues, and mob spawn issues, which can totally ruin any chance for enjoyment. The tweet doesn't give any additional information as to when it might be happening or to what capacity, but at least we know they are aware of the grief issues that the game is causing fans and are working to fix those. Radiant Entertainment this week announced via a newsletter to all of us Rising Thunder Alpha participants that their action fighting game from ex-Capcom combat advisor Seth Killian will be shutting down on March 18th. That's next week. Why, may you ask? Well, besides the game being meh, at least to me, the studio was acquired by none other than Riot Games. Oh man, so why would Riot buy them? I don't know, maybe Riot is working on a fighting game and they want it to feature the lead characters and they just want to get maybe a head start? I don't know, or maybe they're just dicks and want to kill off new free-to-play games before they get off the ground. Probably unlikely, so probably the first, but I don't know. The newsletter did mention that the dev team will be reassigned to a new game that they are incredibly excited about. So I guess we'll know soon enough. Riot Games will probably put out a hit. It has been about a month since Skyforge's last major update, March of Knowledge, and Alep's team has announced another update called Dark Omen. The update will see an overhaul of operations. Operations will be shorter in length, and the top players will be allowed to skip them. Players that make it to 1 million tokens will now have access to a new progression bar. The Elder God questline will be introduced. Players will be tasked with learning what it takes to become an Elder God while continuing to fight off mechanoid invasions. Additionally, Pantheons will be given an option to merge together. Regardless of the size of the respective Pantheons, they will be able to combine both their members and resources into one larger Pantheon. And the invasion symbol interface will be streamlined during the update. They will be given their own interface in order to make it quicker and easier to select them. As part of the update, invasion symbols will no longer be reset when you reset regular symbols. Also, I know there's a lot. There was a new Night trailer released earlier this month, which you're watching now. So I hope you're enjoying that. More information about the update, including the full patch notes, are set to be revealed as March 16th draws nearer. We've been talking about Albion Online for what seems like forever now, and the team continues to amaze and excite as the nearly year-long beta continues on. The latest upcoming patch called Kador will introduce a new death mechanic, mobile repairs, and zone-based fame and loot bonuses. So the new death mechanic prevents instant death. It's explained that instant death mechanics caused a lot of issues for groups, making content even more difficult for the surviving members of the group if one of the members is killed and resurrected very far away. So now, players will be knocked out first, and they must be continuously attacked in order to be killed. However, not all mobs are interested in continually attacking them. So if your health points regenerate to full or someone resurrects you while you're knocked out, you can get right back up. The new item called the Repair Kit will allow players to repair their items on the go rather than always having to do it in town. They'll cost more than the full-fledged repair station and have a limited amount of durability. Also, fame and loot bonuses will now be increased based on your zone. Green zones allow you to reach the highest tiers of progression, but your progress will be slow. Yellow zones and their Hellgates will grant 50% more loot, and red and black zones and their Hellgates will grant a full 100% more fame and loot. World of Tanks Update 9.14 is here, and it focuses on refining the current user experience with refined physics, sound, and models. Vehicle physics have been improved significantly, so much so that players can now skid slide flip tanks upside down and perform various other maneuvers. The sound engine has been ripped out and replaced with audio kinetic WISE, or WISE, which I'm not sure if it's a typo, but that's what it says. Sound is now said to be processed on a different core, allowing 10 to 30 unique sounds simultaneously. A new set of sound recordings using authentic vehicles at real proving grounds have been introduced alongside the new sound engine. Additionally, 24 of the tanks have been given HD models, and a new map set in war-torn Paris called Ravaged Capital has been introduced. You can find the full patch notes on their website. That's all I've got for you today. Next week I'll be at GDC, so I may or may not get a video out, or maybe I'll do it from the hotel room, who knows. Depends how I feel. Thanks for watching, see you guys soon.
Welcome back, Attack, and today we're going to be talking about 2016's best MMORPGs. These are going to be the new MMO games that we get to experience, at least in the West. Yeah, some of these games are going to be localized titles, but for the most part, these are going to be entirely new MMOs, so get hyped for that, and these are going to be the games that we are almost certain will actually